Starburns Audio.
Thank you for listening to the Starburns Audio Podcast Network. We have so many great comedy shows to add to your playlist. Just last week on Starburns Audio, on Inside the Closet, Emma Willman and Mateo Lane welcome back Trana Wintour to talk about white fragility, tearing down racist statues, and proper protest etiquette. On Y'all Ever, Dave Ross and Hampton Yount read an email from a listener whose Zoom meeting was crashed by Nazis. On Small Doses, Amanda Seales talks to actress Tika Sumpter about her new lifestyle brand Sugarberry, a community dedicated to Black motherhood. Search Starburns Audio on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any podcast platform for a full list of our shows, featuring hosts like Kyle Kinane, Dulce Sloan, and Gilbert Gottfried. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Starburns Audio. Enjoy the show, and remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep laughing.
Starburns Audio.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-hosts Arm and Dan. Bender, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits, the funny hits, and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population you. Population Ray. Adam Ray, like a ray of sunshine, he comes on this show. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, thanks, Rand. I'm good, man. You know what? Ray of Sunshine is better than what I've gotten over the years. I've gotten Sugar Ray.
Yep.
Which, hey, ain't mad about it.
No.
And yeah, you're probably wondering, was that pre or post McGrath? It was post.
Post
McGrath was...
Jesus. Yeah.
He was established, had a stroke right there.
Yeah.
He was established, and so was people were just like, how cool is it if we start calling you one of the most iconic, at the time we thought they were going to be, iconic bands.
We were so wrong about them. We were so wrong about them.
Real quick Sugar Ray story. Which should be the name of a new podcast we all started.
Which,
together,
by the way, could be the name of could be the title of their autobiography. Real quick Sugar Ray story.
That's great.
Oh my God! Wait, now is it just stories from fans?
Yeah, it's really just the story of their career. It's a really quick story. They formed a band, they sucked, and then they broke up.
So I go see them live at Bumbershoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing big, the Bonnaroo of Seattle.
Yep.
And their Fly has just hit the scene, and hey, we are loving it collectively as a country.
Sure.
People can't get enough of these guys. It's on every radio station. Even country and rap is like, we shouldn't be doing this, but we can't stop what's happening to our bodies when we hear the sweet melodic tunes of Mark McGrath. So they're playing all songs that aren't Fly,
right? And
people start booing.
Yep.
Because they're like, dude, you know what we came for. It's like if, the McRib comes out and they're like, have you tried our new bacon chicken nuggets? They're
no.
Hey, fucking
we want
Steve,
the McRib.
What's on the menu?
Right.
So everyone starts booing. It's probably 600-700 people. He stops mid-song and goes, all right. He goes, I thought we could play some new shit. And everyone collectively goes, no, fuck that. He goes,
without any plural, they're just like, play the hit.
yeah. Play the hit. So everyone's like screaming and he's like, we have other songs.
Yep.
Ah!
Yeah.
He goes, come on, guys, like Seattle, you guys are supposed to be like with it with music and like give us a chance. Ah! He just goes, fine, fuck it. 2, 3, and everyone just goes, ah!
Hilarious. Dude, I think we were performing at that Bumbershoot because I remember that story, but not told as well as you. But like someone had said they got a ton of stuff, but we were that was like around 2000. Okay.
Yeah.
Is when that was. And we were performing at that.
Dude.
Yeah. Damn.
Those were fun times.
Well, let me ask you something because I feel like you've got your finger on the pulse of it in many ways. And I love following you on Instagram. We'll talk about that later. But do you think the world's getting dumber? Do you think, or do you think we're just seeing more of the dumb behavior?
I think we're seeing more of it. I think I think the world's been. I mean, dude, I feel like I get a pretty solid dose of dumb.
Yeah.
On a daily basis from not just from social media, although once social media, took on a life of its own, I think that's when we were just a lot more aware of like, oh wow, people. My brother-in-law is married, yet wants to post, I want pussy I can smell from the bedroom, not from the kitchen. And you go, hey, man, you're the father to my nieces now. Maybe don't put that for the world to see.
On Facebook, exactly.
On Facebook, yeah. But I think it's given us a chance to, I think, really, view the stupid on a larger scale. But I mean, I think I've seen so much of it through the years on a daily basis, just from being in LA.
Yep.
And even up in Seattle. But yeah, I also think we're getting stupider, two-part answer, because of the social media. Because people have more of an opportunity to put themselves out there.
To put their
people
foot in
that
it,
didn't have that.
to step in it. That's
also,
it.
and I think that there's a notion, I don't know that we explore this, and then we'll get into our first story, of no one being exposed to other ideas outside of their own, and it creating that cycle, the echo chamber.
And then there is a digital paper trail, so to speak. We can see your stupidity on display in real time.
Yeah. I think go ahead, Adam.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say that the problem is like, it isn't just like everybody who says something dumb. It's how many people that they then find agree with them.
That's the worst.
That it's like, because you used to be able to just kind of break the dumb people off into your life. Like that one guy, but now that every one of those one guys or girls has 1,000 people that are like, you're right.
Yeah.
And then they all feel like, so then they have a like literal, like, for lack of a better term, like group or movement of people who are like, we do think that's what's happening. Like, shut up. You guys should have never found each other.
We have all these idiot Hansel and Gretels that have just seen the movie Multiplicity, and they are just fucking doubling down and leaving dumb crumbs for people to fucking chomp on. And everyone's like, dude, these taste good, man. I'm going to keep following my nose, Toucan Sam style, to the fucking idiot house. And hopefully there's a party and a drink that we can all have together. My buddy Mark Saratella, our friend, great comic, great dude. Yeah. He told me he went through and cleaned out 7 years of tweets a couple days ago.
Wow.
And he goes, I didn't have that many that were, bad. He goes, but after he said these Vanderpump Rule girls got canceled for, I don't know the whole ins and outs of it.
They were terrible. They were awful and deserved to be canceled.
I assume so.
Yeah,
they're on a show called Vanderpump Rules.
They called the cops on a black castmate. I don't even call it
as a joke.
No, they did it as a mean thing because
like they were like, let's do this and film it and send it to Kutcher if they bring Punked back.
That's it.
Basically, it was like a mean punk.
All right, well, let's jump into
that's awful.
Let's jump into this right now. Here we have it right. Okay.
This was sent in by La Assassina.
Oh, I love this person.
I know.
She's so great.
She's so
returning
cool.
customer.
Yeah, she returns. She sends stories and she tweets.
She's an MMA fighter. Her name is Kate. She's badass.
And she's really fun. She actually posts great things on Twitter. So thank you.
She's great.
Yes.
You ready for here's the headline. Colorado man delivers best line ever uttered by a drug suspect. I'm going to start this article by reading you that line because it's too good to bury.
Don't bury
is that the headline, Dan, what you read us?
Yes.
Colorado man has the best
delivers best line ever uttered by a drug suspect.
Okay, you better be
so
good.
It starts out, this is the quote. Quote, of course I have cocaine up my nose. It's Aspen.
Yep.
That is.
I mean, again,
dude, that's what they say when the local news reporter's like, so your first time to Aspen, huh? And he just says that. Like
we didn't ask you that. You're answering questions we didn't ask.
Yeah, well, you're guilty when you answer questions that they don't ask you.
Oh,
yeah.
What are you doing, sir?
I didn't hit her.
I didn't hit her.
No one asked you.
Nobody.
But I know what you did.
yeah.
Now we know.
That's amazing.
How's your night going? I'm going home. That is not. They didn't ask where you were going.
Look, God didn't give you this many holes if you're not supposed to put stuff in them. Exactly. I asked you if I could just go ahead of you because I'm late for my flight.
You know why I pulled you over? This is my car.
Yeah.
Okay. Again.
Right. No one's questioning whether or not it's a.
All right.
Well,
I can pee here.
I can take a gun into that restaurant. No, you can't. We just asked how your day was going.
So I'll read the quote one more time. Of course, I have cocaine up my nose. It's Aspen!
Yeah.
Exclamation point.
When in Aspen.
That is.
Do you think they could make that the official logo, like the official slogan of Aspen, Colorado?
You know what? It's like in this day and age, it's not going to deter people from going. People that know about Aspen are going, or they're already there.
Yep.
And things like that are surprisingly and unfortunately and are definitely going to probably lure in a few more people that are like, all right, cool. Like I was going to do coke in Bakersfield this weekend, but Aspen seems to be pretty open to it.
I mean, I don't even know how I feel. I can't even sit here and tell you I think it's bad. I think if you're going to...
Wait, to do coke?
I just think if people want to do cocaine...
100% agree.
Just do cocaine. Like, right. I don't care. And nobody should care. As long as
it doesn't become a problem and you're not hurting yourself in the long run or hurting anybody else, go for it.
Here's when you'll care. The first time I ever saw cocaine, and it was probably the catalyst for why I never participated. I was at a frat party in college, and a dude busted out of a bathroom. I had never met this guy. Busted out of the bathroom, beeline right to me and goes, dude, I'll tell you why baked potatoes are better than mashed potatoes. And I was like, nope. You're acting like this conversation is picking up.
Yeah.
Like
we never started this. We never
this
started
is the beginning.
This. Yeah.
And I was like, I go, dude, what's up with that guy? And my buddy Tori Rubin was like, he's coked out, man. I go, that's what coke does?
Yeah.
He goes, I mean, it's like one of the things. I go, dude, I'm down to talk taters, but like we got to get to know each other.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, it gets you real wiry and like jittery. I mean, he was probably at like, level 8 or 9, but yeah.
I mean, look, it's a harmless potato conversation. So I'm okay with it, but I agree with you.
But yes.
Well,
right, so what happened?
Of course he had cocaine.
What did this guy do? What did he do?
Well, that quote, they say here, that is what, ready for this? A La Follette Miller Ford the Fourth.
A La Follette Miller Ford the Fourth.
And it works out for one of my favorite things in Dumb People Town. A La Follette Miller Ford. His name was a La Follette Miller Ford. And there's a million lines he hasn't done.
Thank you, Lin-Manuel.
I know.
Good song.
Now read him his Lin-Manuel Miranda rights.
There you go. A La Follette Miller Ford the Fourth.
The Fourth.
That it just says generational wealth. That is your full name.
That is, you are a disappointment to 2 and 3. 1 didn't know you.
Right.
One didn't know you. One didn't know you. Right. 2 carried on what 1 did. 3 was starting to be a disappointment to 2, and you aren't even uttered in a sentence.
Right. That is what a La Follette Miller Ford the Fourth declared after
the fourth.
Yes,
comes from a long line of a La Follette Millers.
After a life alert, or a life alert.
A life alert.
He's his own life alert.
He's fallen and he will never get up.
Yes.
I ain't at bottom yet. He declared that.
By the way, you think Chumbawamba ripped off Life Alert?
Yeah,
yes.
They did. They did.
Yes.
He declared that after cops confronted him early Monday as he allegedly prepared to snort a line of cocaine while sitting on a public bench in the Colorado ski mecca's downtown area.
Yep.
He's on the powder and in the powder.
He did what your friend at that party failed to do, which is to do it in private. You know what I mean? Like I would think a guy like a La Follette Millerford the Fourth would have a place to do his cocaine.
Yeah, it's a La Follette doesn't sound like a cocaine rookie. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not at all. No,
that sounds like a guy who's been around the block and probably too many times. So he ended up on the bench and was like, I'm tired.
Yep.
How do I get my energy back up? Cocaine.
I want to be the La Follette of the party.
Like his dad gave him lewds.
Yeah, his dad definitely was like, chill out, bro.
And he probably said out to no one in particular. People complain about the lines in Aspen. I don't.
Now, do you think La Follette the Fourth is the shittiest of the La Follettes?
Oh, that's what I said. For sure. For sure, man.
Like, do you think the grandpa, grandpa La Follette's like, I was a war veteran. Your father was a coach for 4 different softball leagues. And
you're on a bench doing cocaine in Aspen.
Jesus.
Oh, how the mighty La Follette.
According to an arrest affidavit, 2 patrol officers approached a La Follette Miller Ford the Fourth and Laurel Titus.
Who's Laurel Titus?
I don't know who.
To me, Laurel Titus is what you get in your balls when you do too much cocaine. Well, he can't have an erection anymore. He's got laureltitis.
When he pees, smoke comes out. It's a
He's
little
laureltitis.
Well, they approached Eli Follett and Laurel Titus around 2:10 a.m. after hearing, quote, this is from the cops, what sounded like a plastic card striking the stone surface of the bench. The cops know the Coke sound.
Yeah,
yes. They're like, that's a line chop right there.
That is a line chop. And by the way, you are chopping so loud. If cops walking by can hear that.
Right.
Yeah. Also, do you think the cops get trained to know what Coke chops sound like?
But in Aspen, maybe.
You hear
They're like, that's either Coke chop, there's someone's about to do a couple bumps, or there's an impromptu game of spoons that's getting ready to bust out.
That's right.
Coke chop.
Either way, let's go over there, Gary.
Either way, we're in Aspen.
Either way, I know what we're doing tonight. Coke chop.
Ford IV told the cops that the duo was, quote, just hanging out smoking a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
But Officer Andrew Atkinson noticed that Ford IV was crumpling a rolled up $10 bill in his hands and that there appeared to be a line of cocaine on the bench. It's hard to say you aren't doing coke when the cop can see the coke in front of them.
Yeah, you can't deny that.
There was also 2 credit cards on the bench not far from the powdery substance. Like, dude, it's right there.
He's like placing it like it's an Ansel Adams photo.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, but is it on the bench or is it on like a picnic
No, they're
table?
on the
doing
bench.
lines off a bench, which,
Yes.
I mean, that's not that safe.
No.
But it's how Daryl Strawberry did so much.
That's how Daryl Strawberry died.
Just when you said off the bench, I felt there
He's
was a
dead?
sports joke.
No,
No,
he's
he
not
didn't die.
dead. He's not dead. No.
Dude, at some point, Daryl Strawberry and Bob Barker are just going to escape to an island and be like, everyone thinks we're dead.
That's right.
Right.
What do you want to do?
Let's find God.
Whatever.
Let's
As
do
As
some
much,
coke.
coke.
as much coke off benches as we can.
When asked about
Yeah.
the substance, Ford IV reportedly swiped the powder off the bench with his right hand, which means he did leave it there until they asked him. He's like,
This? Nothing.
What?
Yeah.
What coke?
This?
When you're a fourth, when you're something the fourth, you
Yeah.
can get rid of some cocaine.
Yeah, when you're something the fourth, you've swiped away a lot of coke in your life.
after handcuffing Ford IV, Officer Atkinson pointed his flashlight up the suspect's nose where he spotted a white cakey substance.
Yeah.
After Atkinson, that's the officer, declared that he believed the substance to be cocaine, Ford IV replied, of course I have cocaine up my nose. It's Aspen.
There you go.
Officers
Yeah.
subsequently recovered a folded piece of paper containing cocaine that Ford had clenched in his hand. He did not want to let go of any of it.
No.
When asked if Ford was using cocaine, Laurel Titus, who was not busted, told Officer Atkinson he may have had some. Laurel Titus.
Laurel
is-
Titus, she's just dropping him under the bus.
Uh-huh.
Is it a she? Do we know it's a she?
Laurel
know.
Titus sounds like although Laurel and Hardy.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
It sounds like an old timey like lacrosse player or
Yeah.
some weird like Uno champion
Yeah.
from like the 80s. Wait, is of course I'm doing coke. I'm in Aspen. Like it, like what's the like if every city had like is that kind of like the same? Like of course I fed my pet alligator some leftover baby. It's Florida.
Yeah,
you know, like,
exactly.
is there-
yeah.
Of course I'm doing meth. It's El Paso. You know what I mean?
You bet I have Adderall. This is Vegas.
Of course, of course, I fucked my stepmom's friend Patty. It's
Phoenix.
there. It is. Thank you.
Of course
I
I'll
knew
have-
it was nearby.
No.
I knew you could drive to it.
Yeah,
but I couldn't
that's
put
right.
my finger
You
on
can
it.
get there.
Of course I can have one more drink. It's Chicago. All right.
Yeah.
Ford, charged with narcotics possession and resisting arrest, was booked into the Pitkin County Jail, from which he was later released on a $2,500 personal recognizance bond.
Dude, the coke costs more than that.
Yeah.
I ask you guys,
Damn.
how old, and we will get out of story one on this, how old is Elephant Miller
A life
Ford the Fourth?
Okay. How old is he?
It's the
What do we
elephant
know?
in the room
In
right
Aspen, 4th generation, very self-assured about his cocaine use
Oh yeah.
and trying to
I feel
hide
like
it.
cocaine confidence is real.
Yep.
And
Hangs out
I
with
feel
somebody
like-
named Laurel Titus. Maybe that should help you give you any sort of
now.
name.
He probably
that you
drove
want.
away in a DeLorean.
Right. So how old do you think this guy is? You can go first.
I honestly feel like he's early 20s.
Early 20s. So give a specific age because we're going right
23.
on. 23.
23. I'm going MJ. In honor of The Last Dance, I'm going
All right,
MJ.
23-year-old, young confidence. I'm going to say
Defiant.
Defiance. I'm going to say he's 21.
21 years old from Jason Sklar.
I think he's 26. He has
26.
no job. You know,
No prospects.
That's right. Just all trust fund. Trustafarian, if you will.
I love that none of you think somebody named Eliphalant and a friend Laurel is just two old people doing coke.
I would love it if they were.
Okay.
All right.
I know. If they're in their 80s, this
Dude, if they're in their
story is a
80s,
big
let
win
them
for
go.
us.
Let them have it.
Yeah,
Let them have
the
it.
cops, they should have high-fived him.
Yeah, the cops are like, please, just finish up.
Eliphalant.
You have now called him 12 different things.
Dude, if you can see this name, it's
Eliphalant.
You sure?
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Eliphalant.
Is this from The Descendants Part 3?
EMF the fourth is 34 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's almost over the hill.
That circle gets the square.
Yeah, that's almost
That
too
is,
old to be doing
I'll
cocaine.
I'll take that. It's not too old to be doing cocaine. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right, there you go. First story down in the books.
Down in the books.
Adam Ray is with us. We're going to talk about his amazing Instagram. He's been crushing on this after the break. It's Dumb People Town. Don't go anywhere.
Stick around, make a sound for more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, Randy and Jason here, and whether you're working from home or working on your fitness, you want what you're listening to be what you're listening to.
Yeah, you don't want to catch like glimpses and little snitbits of like what
Snitbits
you know
or
what I'm talking about?
tidbits of what your kids are listening to or anyone else. Everyone needs a great pair of wireless earbuds, but before you go dropping hundreds of bucks on a pair, you need to check out the wireless earbuds from Raycon. They're amazing. I got my Raycon earbuds. They cancel out everything. Raycon earbuds start for about a half price of the other ones, premium wireless earbuds on the market, and they sound just as amazing as the top audio brands. You know, the newest model, the everyday E25 earbuds are their best ones yet. Jay, I love these so much.
I'm using it nonstop, Brand.
6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth playing, more bass, more compact design, gives you a nice noise isolating fit.
I like that if you have one of them in, you can just use one of them.
They're stylish and discreet. I love these so much. Now's the time to get a pair of the latest and the greatest from Raycon. Get 15% off your order by raycon.com /Starburns. That's by BUI Raycon.com RAYCON.com /Starburns for 15% off Raycon wireless earbuds. I love these earbuds so much. I know you do too.
I'm all about them, man. They're my reach. You know what you feel when you reach for them, and that's
you
the thing you
love
reach
them.
for. And that's my hike. Those are my hike earbuds.
Those are my walking earbuds. Buy BUI RAYCON.com /Starburns for 15% off. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We want to mention Randy and I have a podcast that's been kind of amazing, and what's been happening with it has been insane. With our daily podcast, Global Country, the Virus Edition. If you haven't checked it out, there's been some amazing stuff on it. I told a story about how my daughters tried to make signs for the Black Lives Matter movement and put it up in Silver Lake, and they got ripped down. They made more signs. They got ripped down a second time. And then this woman on nextdoor.com went after my wife for defending them. And then I got on Nextdoor and I'm like, oh, you just fucked with a comedian. You just fucked with a roast battler. Get ready to go down. And I just destroyed. But we told that whole story on our podcast, and it made its way to someone who spoke at the eulogy of George Floyd, a preacher in there, and he mentioned us at the memorial.
Yeah,
and we have
name
Oh
checked.
my!
we
God.
got name checked at the George Floyd Memorial in North Carolina, and we have since become friends with that preacher. This is all happening and unfolding.
Is that a credit now?
Yeah,
That's what I
Dan
said to them.
Dan said you should go up on stage with that every time. I was like, no.
That's how you
Holy
get
shit!
brought up.
Good for you guys, man. And hey, way to Rand, way to raise kids the right way, huh?
I mean, it made
Well,
me.
the signs were anti Black Lives Matter.
Stop it.
But it's not the
Gotcha.
point. The point
Then I
is,
compliment.
We weren't specific about what they said.
Specific about what
No,
they
but
said.
the truth is that Randy's kids are amazing kids, and he has brought them up right. And what this daily podcast has brought to us, and it's definitely what we're seeing on your Instagram page as well, is that we're bringing this personal part of our lives into this thing, and we put it out there. We have no idea who it connects with and who it inspires.
There's a black Southern Baptist preacher in North Carolina named Dr. Reverend Christopher Stackhouse, who listens to our daily podcast
to unwind from
his day. It's amazing. And I say this, I feel like we have more in common with him than we do with Jewish people who vote for Trump because he supports Israel. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like
that's a real thing.
This guy,
Yeah,
but I feel like I'm more connected with this guy who's different religion, different race, lives across the country in the South. this is our guy. I'm like,
I think you found your new demo, by the your new demo.
Oh my
You're going to
God.
collect
It was.
reverends from around the country.
Let's open it up. But it
So
is
that's
good.
really cool. And Dan's been doing his nightly show,
Good Night Show,
the Good Night Show, which I listen to every morning. It's how I wake up instead of going directly to the news, which depresses
Another
me.
thing I keep watching is Adam Ray. You post amazing videos that are heartfelt and truthful about the movement, and
Also
then
funny, hilarious. videos.
hilarious stuff. Your
Robert Downey Jr. is unfucking believable.
It's unbelievable.
and you have the face, the sort of face morphing so that you look like him. What is that?
damn.
What?
Yeah, it's. I did a few movies of his for ADR,
Yeah.
and it was just really like, you know, even just auditioning for it, I was like, all right, this guy's got a little bit of, you know, Dr. Evil, but he's got his voice is, you know, his lips are really at the front of his mouth, and he's a lot of really kind of shaky. And he's like, yeah, I listen to Dumb People Down. I listen to a lot of things. Look, there's a lot of dumb people in the world. I go to a lot of towns. There's a lot of dumb people there.
Yeah.
Do I talk to them? No. Do I write about them? Yeah. I have a blog. It's robertdowneyjr.com. RDJ.
It's like, slow down, Robert Downey Jr. He's so
Well, no,
fast.
I can't go too fast. There's a lot of time. There's only 24 hours in a day. There's 7 days a week, 365 days in a year. But I think, you know, look, I'm at RDJ-5 on Venmo. So if you want to send me something, it's yeah, it's so stupid.
So
but
good though, dude. It's hilarious because he's out of touch too, and it's ridiculous.
What's that?
He's so out of touch. It's so interesting to hear him talk about stuff that's going. You as him talk about stuff that's going on today.
I mean, real quick, like for me too, it's like I wish I had more voice I could do that could like withstand. The only one I feel like I can do where I could probably talk, and I just did it on Jeremiah Watkins' podcast where I played Dr. Phil for fucking, I mean, almost an hour where we just shot like a fake episode.
I saw
and that might be
clips. It's
so
hilarious.
good.
yeah, that might be the only one where I can just literally talk in circles because, and it's not like I have seen so many episodes to know,
but you know
truly what he embodies, but it's like
Yeah.
he just seems so ridiculous to me, like a caricature of a person.
Yeah.
To where if you're trying to give advice, by the way, and you're always, I just know that he always cuts to commercial, either like when he's like, look, Karen, you are 529 pounds and only 4'8". That is too big to get into the elevator or an above ground pool. What you need to do, okay, is stop dipping baked beans into burritos, wrapping Cool Whip sandwiches around the top, and putting hot fudge on top, you fat bitch. We'll be right back. You know, and he's just like, he cuts away before she can even like defend herself.
He gets this shot in right before he goes to break.
Right before, because sweeps, baby, sweeps week. It's a real thing.
It's so funny.
It's so good, man.
Such a great little thing. Again,
So you are Adam Ray Comedy.
Adam Ray Comedy, keeping
Adam Ray
it
Comedy.
original.
It is so
Yeah.
good, and again, you've posted a bunch of your stand up up there that is just fantastic. It resonates with
thanks,
so many
man.
people. So I'm just, you know what, and you have podcasts too. So tell people
Got a
what
podcast about last night. Sans dwarf now, but we're still rocking and rolling. And and a cartoon that drops tomorrow on Hulu called Crossing Swords from the Robot Chicken People.
Awesome.
awesome.
Oh,
It's a filthy medieval time show. It's all claymation. It's myself, Seth Green, Tony Hale, Wendy McClevin-Covey, Nicole
God.
Yvette Brown, Adam Pally, Breckenmeyer.
Phenomenal.
So yeah, check that out. All
Dude,
10 episodes. I think it's season 1. Dropped June 12th on Hulu. Yeah.
I cannot wait to check that out. I'm so proud of you and psyched for you. Animation
Thanks,
is
man.
the thing that you can do. Let's jump into another story, shall we? Dan?
All right, here we go.
Let's do
Ready?
it. Okay.
A van owner took over a crook's Facebook account after he found his phone in his vehicle. The headline here is Worst Burglar on Earth Leaves His ID and Phone in Van. It was sent in by Liz Haggerty at Liz Haggerty.
Love her.
Thank you,
Thank you, Liz.
So a van owner took over a crook's Facebook account after he found the person's phone in his vehicle and branded him now this comes from the Sun or in the UK.
Yeah.
Branded him it doesn't say T blank blank T. What would be the English?
Toot.
But they would would blur it.
Twat.
Yeah.
There you
Maybe
go.
this is a fun game.
We got it.
This is a fun game. You get two
This is
misses
awesome.
and then
Yeah. Landed him a twat. Nathan Burns is accused
Mr. Burns. Excellent.
of trying to steal the van, but was chased off. He had his Facebook, and then Nathan had his Facebook account taken over by the man whose van he allegedly tried to steal.
Okay, Jason had his cars broken into.
Yeah,
in
a
his
week and a half ago.
driveway.
Week and a half
Really?
ago, both
Oh,
cars
that's right. You
broken
It
into.
feels everything's stolen. All you want to do is
There's driveway burglars out there?
Oh yeah. They stole all my stuff, including like my kids' golf clubs. It's like,
did they take your CDs?
They took all my CDs. They took all my CDs. They took some capes too.
Did they take your cracked rear view Hootie and the Blowfish?
They took that too. I had it on tape, and they took that as well.
And they took my third eye blind stuff.
We had all the CDs in a little holder on one of the visors.
Oh my God, the binder! I definitely had that. Definitely had it stolen. It was definitely
a zip
so
up
upset.
binder.
Now, how am I supposed to sing? Won't you take me to step outside that lens, my friend?
Jumper.
Wait, they took your kids' golf clubs? That's fucked up.
What a loot! I'm like, you discuss. Like, Jay, don't you want to find out who this is? Take over their Facebook and just
wait.
Yes.
Was it Brad Williams?
No, it was not. Because Brad knows I give him.
We'll
my
give
stuff.
him the stuff.
I gave him my son's old golf shoes. It can't be him.
You know what I got
That's
offered
so jacked.
today?
All right.
I got offered literal like white van merchandise.
What?
Yeah. On my street. This guy, him and his buddy were driving up, and then he was like, "Hey man," I go, "Hey," and he goes, "Hey dude, this is gonna sound crazy. We got extra audio visual stuff, and my boss just said that I could sell it." And I was like, "Cool." He's like, "I didn't loot it or anything like that." And he had like a bill of sale that, of course, I didn't really look at.
No.
And he's like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah." But then I quickly meant do I want to buy it? Right?
Yeah.
And it was like legit audio visual, like 4K huge, like projector, like all this sound equipment, all in the box, all still everything. And
Is he still out there?
And I was like, "Oh, dude, no, yeah, I can't. I'm like leaving town today. I can't." He's
Don't
like,
tell him you're leaving town, Dan.
He doesn't know where I live.
Come on.
This wasn't
First
at my
rule of
house.
Home Alone: never let the
Dan-
burglars know you're leaving.
So
Dan,
then-
you should have said, "Let me take a look. Let me take
Guys,
a
get
closer
this.
look at it," and you grab it and then run.
No. First of all, it literally was a white van. I'm like, guys, this is a little too on the nose. Also, so I was like, no, I can't. And so then he's like, you really don't want? He's like, this is like $7,000 worth of stuff. I go, yeah, no, I know. This looks amazing. I just can't. He's like, I just want like 700 for it. And I go, yeah, dude, I feel you. I wish I could get it. He's like,
this is what you have to know about Dan, Adam. He's so nice to people. Like, he's like never going to be like,
until
fuck
I don't
you,
have
you-
to be. Well,
fuck you thieves.
that's ready when it needs
I
to be
know,
given.
but still.
But so then he's like, really? I was like, no. He's like, I mean, I just get to sell. I'm just trying to make any money. I go, yeah, dude, I get you. I literally can't. I like everything I have going on today. I just don't have time to buy. If I knew somebody around here, I would tell them to come. I mean, this is a great deal. He's like, $200. And I go,
Oh my God.
And I go, I
can't.
dude, I literally can't do.
cannot,
Like
dude.
I have so many. I was like, I literally don't have time to do this.
Amazing
today.
negotiation.
I
Dan-
literally thought about that. I was like, man,
Dan's I don't have time negotiation technique. It's literally how he got his Hyundai Santa Fe for $27.
yeah. But I was like, I've never had the white van merchandise offer before.
It's pretty amazing.
And I don't know. It didn't look stolen. I don't even care.
It was stolen.
Sure, but I'm just saying.
Who made the white van popular? Like, when did that become the go-to
I don't know.
automobile
It
for?
really was a white van.
Well, you never see white vans like advertised, and you never see like a commercial for a white van.
It's true. Like,
Like,
baby
no,
pigeons.
the
No one
new-
ever sees
until
them.
now.
Hey guys, the 2000 baby pigeons, the 2019 white Aerostar is out. Let's go check it out.
Right.
How did you find out? I don't know. There was no commercial, but I just know that it's.
Looking for a new ride to pack your friends in to drive to fucking Scottsdale to see Tony Braxton live?
And don't give a shit about seatbelts.
Yeah. By the way, that could be.
Oh yeah, no seatbelts.
None.
I've
driven. We went up to my cabin once from my hometown in the back of like a cargo work van. We had lawn chairs in the back.
I was like, everyone want to know what it's like to drive 2,000 miles sitting on a milk crate? White vans.
I've done it. Okay. So back
remember,
to this guy.
remember that scene in Home Alone when John Candy and Catherine O'Hara?
Yes.
And a fucking and improv stuff. What happened in that movie again?
Yeah.
What?
I can't even remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this guy goes out. Somebody's trying to break into his van or broke in. Then the burglar runs away, leaves his ID
in his phone. Great.
The owner says that his ID and mobile were left behind.
Great.
Okay. The owner of the van.
Always take your ID to a burglary.
The owner of the van is like, so the guy left his phone and he left his ID.
Dummy.
The dude also did not lock his phone.
Right. No
so the
locksmith.
person with the van got into his Facebook page
And just started updating.
and he changed his job status to, I don't know this word. Is it just Doser? DOSSER?
Dosser.
A Dosser?
Dosser, yeah.
And posted this question as his status for the guy who tried to steal his van. Am I a crackhead? Yes. Do I leave my phone in people's vans I'm trying to jack? Yes. Yes, I did. Here's the new game, M-O-O-G. Or I'm sorry, M blank blank G.
M blank blank G.
What is that?
Moog might be the right
Moog's
guess.
That's what I thought. That's why I
Moog
said
is a keyboard.
What?
Moog,
they edited it out here, so I don't know what is.
Wait, so now
there are British fans of ours who are screaming. There are British fans of ours right now that are screaming.
And they should be, because they know something I don't know, and I bet there's a lot of things I know. There's some of them that probably don't even know what a jagoff is.
Morg, Mig, Melg,
M blank blank G.
Malg. You're
Smog.
I don't know.
Smog. Okay. Anyway, here it gets even better. So then the owner of the van goes onto this guy's Facebook page. We'll show it to you, Adam. And he creates Dumb and Dumber 2 and takes the guy who tried to steal his van and superimposes
Dumber
him.
Dumber 2.
Yes. Superimposes the would-be robber onto the poster with Jim Carrey and then makes that his Facebook.
This is so great.
I know.
This is a great way to roast the hell out of it.
Yeah. Show Adam. Dude,
this guy rules.
It's like if somebody tried to steal from you and then you had access to all of their personal information. Like,
oh my God.
He's lucky he just did this to a normal person, not a comic.
So that's the guy who
yes,
who tried
that's
to
the guy who
jack
tried
it
to steal the van.
The shirt off guy is the guy who tried to steal the van.
Yeah,
he grabbed that
I mean,
photo from his page.
Has so many shirtless pics, by the way, on his Facebook page.
Sure he did.
He
shaves his chest.
And by the way, the thing that I already hate about this guy, shirt off jeans. You know what I mean? If it's that hot, if you're in a bathing suit and you have your shirt off, okay, so you're at the beach. But shirt off jeans, shirt off jeans is just inappropriate.
There was a kid in my high school that used to wear overalls with no shirt.
Yep. Come on.
And I still give him a hard time about that. I'm like, he's like, what? It was a cool look. I got chicks. I was like, you don't work and didn't work on a farm.
No.
He's like, yeah, you didn't get style back then. I was like, you don't get style now.
Ever. All right, Bubba Sparks. Jesus Christ.
Burns of Manchester, who has a string of theft convictions, briefly accessed his own account. He wrote, "Who the fuck got my phone? It's on when I find you." But the van owner then changed the password to the account saying, "Just let you know I'm here again." So now he's locked out of his own. He's locked him out of his Facebook
great.
page.
It's on when I find you.
Followers lapped up the spat, and one mocked Burns' pick on the Dumb and Dumber film poster. Another called him the shittiest burglar on earth. When contacted by the Sun, Burns' mom, so now the would-be robber's mom has waded into
She's now involved. Let her know what their son is up to.
She claimed he said his phone was stolen. I assume that's when she hung up the phone, but that's all she had to say. He said his phone was stolen.
Yeah,
one
supportive mom.
I know.
He also said that he had a job.
After one Facebook said he was the shittiest burglar on earth, another urged others to follow the spat. I'm sorry. So then it just devolves into other people like chiming in on this. Of course, and there's nothing he can do about it.
And there's nothing worse than people chiming in on Facebook.
Just for fun, we'll close it out like this. I just thought that was perfect. It's
perfect
and great instant karma. How old do you guys think Nathan Barnes is? You saw a picture of him without his shirt.
Without his shirt, the burglar. How old do you think he is?
Nathan Barnes?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I love it.
I mean, he resembles, he resembles my brother-in-law Dirte, the rapper, a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's in his late 30s.
You gonna go late 30s for this guy?
Man, but it also, stealing a van seems like a very late 20s crime.
Okay.
Sure.
Because you're just like,
Saturn's
you're starting to have
returning.
that midlife crisis. I'm fucking 30. I don't have a car. Like, I'm on Facebook too much. I got to get some shirts.
But I'm going to steal a van because I want a family someday.
Yeah. I want a family. I got all these leftover couches that I need a car to put them in.
I need to be able to haul them from here and there. I agree. I hear you. I hear you. $100. $100. That's how much I'm going to sell you this electronics equipment.
Dude, I don't have time
for the equipment.
Anyway. I felt so bad.
He's like, the futon business didn't pan out the way I wanted it to.
Yep. But he also
I invested
knows
in Panera Bread. It turned out to be a fucking sex traffic chain. I think he's
selling
30.
I'm selling cocaine to people on the benches. And
33.
33.
We're going L Bird for this one.
Go ahead. I think he's 38.
38.
I think he's 46.
Okay.
Good God.
I just think 46.
Before we go to story number 3, play along, Townies, wherever you are. Because Nathan, the man who needs a white van to get his business going and always knows that there's a club we can go to where we won't have to wait in line, is 34 years old.
Oh, Adam Ray.
Nice, Adam Ray.
Nice.
Yes. Take your award there, my
Should have
friend.
gone with Ray Allen. Yeah, that's he
good.
seemed
He
seemed right in the pocket of.
You were on it. You
were.
were on it. Can you tease us what we're going to get in the third segment, Dan?
We have an obituary, but it is beautiful.
I love it.
Hilarious.
I love it. Adam Ray is with us. About
wait.
Last Night is the podcast. Adam Ray Comedy is the Instagram and on Twitter as well, right?
Yeah.
You do great stuff on Instagram. We have one more story. It's Dumb People Town. Don't go anywhere.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hello, friends. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. My name is Gabe Gibbs, and I'm the humble host of your new favorite podcast called Musicals That Never Made It. This podcast is an exhibition of a bunch of wonderful up-and-coming musicals that have yet to up and come. You see, my writing partner Josh Collier and I have been writing top-notch musicals for decades. Our ideas come quickly, like lightning, and we must obey our genius, so we don't overthink, we don't take feedback, and we don't do any rewrites. Why would we? Do you think that Stephen Sondheim takes notes? Don't make me laugh. So each episode, we have a new Broadway bigwig come in and sing our sweet music for your listening ears. The shows are incredible, the guests are fantastic, and the host is handsome as can be. I know it's a podcast, but you can tell. So be sure to listen and subscribe to Musicals That Never Made It, wherever you get your podcasts, and help us get one step closer to the Tony Awards we so clearly deserve.
These are the musicals that never made it.
My partner Adam and I,
That's me.
tape our podcast Nobody Listens to Paula Poundstone in a little studio where we can only fit one instrument for a house band, although we once fit in a yak.
Oh, that yak.
It's a comedy advice show. Experts talk about things we all need to know. We had a mortician explain a better way to die.
An urban chicken farmer told us how to raise poultry in your backyard.
A casting agent coached me on how to get the role.
A constitutional expert explained the Bill of Rights.
Maybe we can get the White House to listen to that episode.
Also, an astronaut told us how to astronaut.
We have hand puppets, French trompe, and vocabulary words like nugatory.
To find out what nugatory means, listen to Nobody Listens to Paula Poundstone.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dumb People Town. Daniel, take us home, brother.
All right, here we go. This was sent in by Linda Hartman at LKHTMN.
Linda Hartman.
Thank you, Linda. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is an obit, but Adam, I love all the positive stuff that you post, and I know that we do too here. So this is just an obituary for a man named Randall Jacobs from Phoenix.
Yep.
And it is just gorgeous. If at any point we hit a point where you're like, hold on, and we want to talk about it, feel free.
Now, we've done
Otherwise-
this before on this show, and
I know,
it's the
that
I
most
was just in
uplifting.
Phoenix.
When we had
You were just in Phoenix. That's
when
right.
we had Amy Miller on, we had
Yes.
a great one. Okay, ready? From Phoenix.
Yeah.
Randall Jacobs of Phoenix died at the age of 65, having lived a life that would have sent a lesser man to his grave decades earlier.
Wow. Decades.
I know.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Decades. You're saying when he was 25.
Sure.
Because decades is more than one decade.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should let you guys, don't read into it, but look at the photo of him and you're going to be like, he lived. That man.
I think of decades.
He looks like Roy
meaning
Scheider.
like
Roy
at
Scheider.
least
Scheider,
3
I
or
mean.
4.
he looks like Roy Scheider, like even partied harder than Roy.
Oh, he looks like the remember the bitter beer face guy?
Yes.
So that guy's like an old baseball clown. He's
Yes.
like a guy who performs at like minor league parks. He's almost like a human
The
mascot.
bitter beer guy. The
Yeah.
bitter beer guy.
He does like Lou Holtz impressions at like barbecues,
Yeah.
and everyone's like,
Sure.
dude,
And nails it.
stop.
And
Yes.
nails it.
All right. His skin, and when he died, his skin was used as a suitcase.
His friends called him RJ, but to his family, he was Uncle Bunky, aka the Bunkster. He told his last joke, which cannot be printed here, on May 4th.
Of course, it was a
2020.
dirty joke. Of course.
Uncle Bunky burned the candle and whatever else was handy at both ends. He spoke in
But is this a
gravelly
haiku?
patois. of wisecracks, mangled metaphors, and inspired profanity that reflected the Arizona dive bars, Colorado ski slopes, of course it's cocaine, and various dodgy establishments where he spent his days and nights.
So he was drunk a lot. That is translation.
So this guy got fucked. This guy got fucked up. Told really filthy
jokes to
assumingly
kids.
racist jokes
to kids.
To kids. People were like, "It's Bunky." Like when you get a fun nickname as an old guy, you get a lot of free passes.
You got a lot of leeway.
A lot of leeway. You're
collecting. Being Bunky. He gave a 4-year-old a knife for his birthday. All right,
that he made.
That's Bunky.
Uncle Bunky. Uncle Bunky. He fashioned it out of soap. Uncle Bunky.
He was a living, breathing, hang loose sign, a swaggering hybrid of Zony desert rat, SoCal hobo, and Telluride ski bum.
Oh my God.
A prolific purveyor of bunkyisms such as Save It Clown or Zebo if he was in a mood. He would mercilessly tease his Goombot's nephews with nicknames such as Mudflap and Style Master.
Hey, Style Master, can I borrow your Xbox? Daddy needs some new ski boots.
Yeah.
Hey, Mudflip, give me $17. Mudflap.
I'll tell you what it's for if I come back.
Just days after his beloved cat Kitters passed away, he too succumbed to the great Guadu, leaving behind a vapor trail of memories and a piece of sage advice lingering in his loved one's ears.
Who wrote this? Hunter S. Thompson? This is crazy.
Do what Bunky say, not what Bunky do. Which to me, that's a guy with a lot of regrets.
By the way, this is what Punky Brewster should have been. Yeah. A story about that.
Bunky
and
Brewster?
Punky. Bunky Brewster?
Bunky and Punky would have been a better show.
Bunky Brewster?
Bunky Brewster. Oh,
Bunky
my
Brewster
God.
is the story of a
hobo.
65-year-old hobo.
Somebody
transient.
get Soleil Moonfry on the
Phoenix
fucking
transient who moves in with a kid, tells dirty jokes all day.
Oh, Bunky. Oh, Bunky.
Bunky Brewster.
Bunky Brewster.
I also just realized that this cut off the very bottom of
the
this
thing.
Yes.
Okay, so
hold on.
we'll talk as you started.
I'm gonna find it.
So when I went to, and we've talked about this a lot. Everybody who's about to play the drinking game that our friend Derek Lipkin has made, start drinking right now. I went to Burning Man, which I think I told you about, but I went to Burning Man for 2 years. The last year I went, I was running this karaoke tent with our friend Eva. And
unbelievable.
This drunk guy who looked exactly like Uncle Bunky, Gene, stumbled into the thing, and there was a line, and there were, we talked about it on here all the just people were mad that we weren't putting their songs far enough up in the queue. We were just doing our friends. And this drunk guy came in, and we were like, all right, everyone move away. We are now going to just talk to this guy over microphones that can be broadcast out. This guy we were literally waiting for something racist to come out. He was so Uncle Bunky, I can't even begin to tell you. So even though I never met Uncle Bunky, I feel like Gene showed me who Uncle Bunky was.
Well, we got more. For all his chaotic energy and hysterical charm, he had a gentle soul. A night out with Bunky could result in a court summons or a world-class hangover, but his friends and family would drop whatever they were doing to make a trip out to see him. His impish smile and irreverent sense of humor were enough to quell whatever sensibilities he offended. He didn't mean any harm. That was just Bunky being Bunky.
That's what we said.
When the end drew near, he left us with his final Bunkyism. I'm ready for the dirt nap, but you can't leave the party if you can't.
Dirt nap.
He says, I'm ready for the dirt nap, but you can't leave the party if you can't find the door. He found the door, but the party will never be the same without him. In lieu of flowers, please pay someone's open bar tab, smoke a bowl, and fearlessly carve out some fresh lines through the trees of the gnarliest side of the mountain.
As he was dying, he said, I think I'm trans, and then just died. That would have been the greatest life ever lived.
It would have been sad because he never he didn't sort it out in his life, but at least he got it out before he went.
Would have been beautiful.
Yeah.
That's not too far from what I'm going to ask people to do at mine, which is same thing. Smoke a bowl, to have a shot, pay a tab, open a door for somebody.
That's right. That's right. That's
keep
right.
it simple
and laugh, dude. You make so many people laugh. I'm so happy you were a part of this. Thank you for doing this, and to all of our fans who want another.
It's an honor, man. I love this show.
Oh, you're the best.
Who want another
you guys
podcast
crush it.
to listen to? Please check out About Last Night, and then follow Adam Ray Comedy on Instagram. You will not be sorry that you did. We love you, buddy.
Love you guys.
Thanks for doing the show. And oh shit, we got to get back to work.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Starburns Audio.
A podcast network.